All right, work with me, not on me is the theme of this summer's Autism Conference here in San Diego, which will have local and national experts talking about the latest findings in this field. It'll be hosted by the University of San Diego's Autism Institute. And Dr. Jody Robledo is an adjunct professor and researcher at the Autism Institute, as well as a special education teacher within the San Diego Unified School District. And thank you for being here this morning.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us about this conference. What can we expect there?
Well, it's a different conference from most autism conferences, and we are very proud of that. This conference, we don't go over the deficits and the things that are wrong with kids with autism. Instead, we really focus on how we can provide personalized accommodations and supports, and how we can better understand the people who we love and work with who have autism.
Okay, now it runs from Monday, June 23rd through Wednesday, the 25th.
Yes.
And who can attend this?
Anyone can attend. We are really looking to have a lot of parents come because they often need the most resources. And we do offer a parent scholarship for family members of individuals with autism. We also hope teachers come, other professionals, therapists, anyone who's interested in learning more about autism. So it's open to a broad community. And we try to keep it very practical, so you certainly don't need a graduate degree to attend. And we try to make things that people can take into practice right away.
Now, these are really up and coming because this field has changed so dramatically. I mean, for me, my twin brother is autistic, and he wasn't diagnosed until he was 20. And now that was almost 20 years ago.
Yes.
But still, for all those years, they put him into these different categories that were not really accurate. And now you have so many kids being diagnosed with autism.
Yes, it's staggering. Autism was first described in 1943 by Dr. Leo Kanner, but it's been the last probably 20 years that we really have begun to understand autism better, and we are labeling kids with autism at an astronomical rate. Right now, it's 1 in 150 American children have autism.
And a lot of different theories out there as to what causes it, and people get have very strong feelings about it. What do you think about the thought out there that autism can be triggered by vaccines?
Well, we do know that there is probably a genetic basis to autism. It is when one child has autism, the likelihood of having another child with autism is great. But we're also looking at vaccines, especially the thimerosal, which is a preservative that contains mercury that was in most vaccines prior to 2001. However, that was taken out in 2001, and we're still seeing a rise in autism. So there's still a lot to be looked in that area. However, we can make vaccines safer for people. I mean, I, as a mother-to-be, I'm going to get my child vaccinated, but I'm not going to get my child vaccinated when they're sick, or I'm going to try to space out vaccines so that the child doesn't get, 15 in one day. So I recommend that people work with their pediatricians to...
I did the same thing. I asked mine if they could be split up, the measles, mumps, rubella, and certain things, but everyone has their own ideas about how they feel about it. And I know there are certainly strong feelings out there. Now, your colleague, Dr. Ann Donnellan, started this institute in 2005?
Yes, it's relatively new. We both started it when I was there as a PhD student. And Dr. Ann Donnellan is an amazing professional. She's been in the field of autism for over 30 years. She actually started the first preschool here in Southern California and has been supporting individuals for her whole life. So it's her passion and her joy.
And so what should people expect to get out of this conference that's coming here starting on Monday through Wednesday?
Well, I think they should expect to have the work kind of put on them. It's not a conference about changing behavior of individuals with autism or, talking about the deficits. It's about putting the work on the supporters and the people who love people with autism, because we are more flexible than individuals with autism, and we should be the ones who are changing our behavior, changing the environment so that we can better support them and better understand them. One interesting thing we're going to have at the conference is we have an improv actor who pairs with a speech-language pathologist and really works with us on how we can be better communicators when the person who we're communicating with communicates in a different way.
And it can be frustrating sometimes, having grown up with it.
Yes.
But my brother has come so far from rocking and waving his hands in the air. He is getting his driver's license.
Great.
Went before a judge and fought hard to get
Yes.
it. So definitely coming leaps and bounds. So.
Absolutely. And we will be having the real experts in autism there, which are people with autism, and they'll be presenting, and we've learned so much from them, and they are real experts. We're just happy to be with them.
All right, and there's the information on your screen. It'll be linked to fox6.com. Thank you so much for being here this morning, and best of luck with the addition to the family.
Thank you so much.
All right.